Hi there. In this video, we will learn how to become SAP consultant. In this video, we will see a brief introduction to SAP career guide and qualification to become SAP consultant, and day-to-day activities in SAP, and some questions and some misconceptions about SAP consultant. So let's get started. So first off, do I need a certification? Do a SAP consultant to become a SAP consultant? Do you need a certification? So for this question, we can see that how do you start your career? For example, if you are SAP end user, then you already have some knowledge about SAP application, SAP ERP application, and you can see yourself as a manual tester. You can start off SAP end user, SAP project analyst, business analyst. So some of these examples are, some companies might require certification, some companies might not require certification, but you can start off as an intern, or you can go off, get a certification and then try to get into a company. So let's get to the next slide. So what SAP consultant do? What is day-to-day activity of SAP consultant? Do I need to do coding as a SAP consultant? So what different kind of consultants are out there? For example, we can say there is analyst versus developer. So there are two kind of consultants are out there. So we will take a look at this in upcoming slides. So what is day-to-day activity of SAP consultant? What SAP consultant do in a project? So it depends on to the project. So what is project? Project is when company decide to implement a software, or they have some vision that they need to implement SAP. So they form a project, and in the project SAP consultant work in the project. So there are different kind of projects are out there, and for example, implementation project is different than upgrade project, a rollout project, so on and so forth. So in project day-to-day activity, most of the work is go towards documentation, meetings, process design, and more. So these are some of the highlights. So let's talk about, do I need to do coding as a consultant? So when you become a consultant, you don't need to do coding if you are functional consultant. So if you are a developer, then you need to do a coding. So these are the two major kind of jobs out there as a SAP consultant: functional consultant or developer. So if you're a functional consultant, you work on the application as a configurator. For example, what do I mean by that is, you work on, for example, you work on Photoshop. In Photoshop, there are different filters and different options. You use them to finalize the picture and put some different filters on there. But if you are working on application, you have to do coding. So that is a developer. So let's take a look at functional consultants. So in many different projects and many different companies, they could be named differently: SAP consultant, business analyst, functional consultant. So these are the few names, but that is basically as same as a functional consultant. And if we take a look at the SAP developer, many places they are called as programmers, developer, coders. You work on SAP programming language is called ABAP. ABAP is SAP own programming language, where SAP allow developers to go into the selected areas. For example, there are user exits, functional modules. These are the SAP terms. What I'm using is, so in those areas, SAP allow developers to change some functions and add functionality to that. So what kind of projects are out there in SAP? So we can take a look at the implementation project, upgrade project, rollout project, support project. In implementation project, when company implement SAP and basically remove the old application and put new application called SAP, so that is implementation. Upgrade, when companies have existing software and they do upgrade. That is called upgrade project. Rollout. So when companies have one application implemented and they want to implement same application into the different divisions and different companies, that is called rollout. And support project, when companies already implemented the software and that software is need to be supported by some company or their own people, that is called support project. So these are the project types. So let's talk about how consultant work in the projects. So it depends on methodology. What is methodology? Methodology is a way of doing things. When companies do projects, they decide on methodology. They are going to do an agile, SDLC, waterfall. So these are the few examples. So for example, if company decide to do agile, so in agile there are different sprints and different cycles, and documentation might be different as compared to SDLC. So that is all depends how project implement and how tasks are divided and what documentation are required as per the methodology. In support project, consultants work you work on as a ticket handling. So when we talk about this implementation and support, it could be in many jobs that you could be doing both support and implementation together. So there's a lot of documentation, a lot of meetings, solution design. What do I mean by solution design? SAP have their own function designed already. You can have to see that if they work on your project or not, then you need to see a fit gap analysis. So this is like a lot of documentation and depend on to the methodology how things need to be done. Minutes of meeting, business requirement document, and so on and so forth. So these are the few highlights of the that how SAP consultant work in a project and what tasks are required. So thank you for watching video. Please do post questions and feedback. Thank you very much.